Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Askdpros, where we bring in professionals, entrepreneurs, they come on the show, share their journey and their story, how they started, and on this show, I've got Ibrahim here, but popularly known as Uncle, and we're going to find out why he's called Uncle, And Ibrahim, on this show, we always start from the beginning, which means, telling us how you started, and for you, I know you got a full joint, going on, good, doing an amazing job there, but how did this whole thing start for you, your journey so far?
All right. Since we're speaking of Ibrahim Johnny, let me start right from the start. I'm Sierra Leonean. I was born in Sierra Leone. I came here when I was 12. That's UK. The first place I touched was Leicester. So Leicester pretty much been my own base when it comes to UK. Over the years, I've been back and forth between Leicester and London. Because I got family in London, then I got my mom in Leicester. I went college. I studied business. I went to South Thames. School days, I was in Leicester. I went to Babington, which is about 20 minutes from the main city centre. Work-wise, I've been in many places. I've been in construction, which was my most recent before I went into chef. Construction. I started right from the like level one,
Just working on site, like laboring on site, yeah.
that's the one, level one
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
I did that. Yeah, I did that as well myself. You have your CSCS card, the green one.
Yep.
You're on site laboring, cleaning, and stuff. I did all that, because I'm a construction as well, so I know what you're talking about.
Oh, my first day there, I was thinking, nah, what am I doing there? Because obviously I'm not built, and I was doing labor. And I had this plasterboard that I had to carry on stairs. But
Jesus, that plasterboard is heavy, man.
Lord, that was my first time, But the one thing about me, whichever thing I put my mind into, I'm always committed. Even though I'm small in frame, but I always push myself. So construction, I start from laboring. Then I picked up a trade which was called tape and joint. I fully learned that. I become fully pro. Then from there, I went to site supervisor. Then I become site manager, all within 1 year and less than 6 months. So that is something that I'm always gonna be proud about, especially going to something new, because I was so
Wow.
excited in like reaching the highest, and for me personally, the state I went in construction, I'm more than happy. I'm a young guy, then I went all the way from laborer to project manager, within 2 years. That is something I'm always gonna be proud of. But there's certain element in construction that I don't like. Whenever a job is finished, you have to stay home for like 3 weeks. You have to stay home. Then you are there waiting for a different project. Especially when it's on you in the manager role, it's even more difficult compared to trade. Trade, you can stop work today, start tomorrow. But when it comes to manager role, and then uh the skin I am, and I'm young, you know. So they see me as someone that ain't got the experience, even though I was killing it. I was getting stuff done. But the big bosses, they see me, young boy, skin there, and they look at my record. Okay, it's been project manager for less than 5 years. Okay, let's call the ones that been there for like 10 years.
Wow.
So that's the part in construction that just put me off. Then I start thinking about the future ahead. I was like, okay, um, imagine I'm married, I've got stuff to pay for. I can't be at home for 2 weeks, 3 weeks waiting for something to come. That's what I decided. Like, okay, you know what? Let me get into something I like doing, which was cooking. You know, I've always had this idea to open up my own restaurants. Even sometimes I have dreams. I literally have dreams. One of the most frequent dreams I normally have is I have my food van. Then there's chairs outside. There's people smiling. I've had that dream so many times, so many times. And then my dad, I normally cook for him and my brother, and my dad always gas me up. He's like always happy. Imagine this guy is someone who literally gave out honest view. If he doesn't like food, he will let you know straight away. But this guy always gas me up all the time, you know. But I was like, okay, let me just move somewhere where I can learn, which is Leicester. So I was in London. I went back to Leicester. I left construction because I wanted to start my journey in being a chef. You know, so I went from killing money to training money. Training money is like paying less than £7.
Yeah, but when you thought of leaving construction, yeah, and going into your food business, did you ever think that you're going to miss your regular money? Now you're putting yourself in a more difficult situation, not making money. So you moving back to Leicester. Did you move back to your parents or your friends? So how did that open up?
My mom, she has always loved Leicester. She's only one in family that live in Leicester. The rest of us, we
Okay.
are live in London. You know, and the money issue, honestly, if I was much younger, I wouldn't even make that decision. But the one thing about me, I always try to improve. I always try to grow. You know, I see it like this in life. Sometimes you make sacrifices in order to win at the end. You know, so that's the move I made. I went from
Yeah.
making a lot of money monthly to making less than £7 hourly. You know, I took that trainee program purposely to learn about the kitchen itself. Because at home, yes, I'm comfortable, but I'm not trained. I don't know about how to use certain stuff. So I went there and I learned.
So how long was that training for?
The training, the first spot I went to was a pub. I was there training for like 12 months. And then within 6 months, I just mastered my craft. You know, within 7 months, I started winning awards from the company. You know,
Wow,
so
nice.
so within 8 months, they made me a chef straight away. So just like I was saying before, whatever I put my mind into, I'm committed to it. So whenever I'm on my way home, I had my book. I'm reading. That's how I literally learned so fast. Because the sacrifice I made moving to from London to Leicester is something that I just have to win.
But for you, cooking has always been your passion, right?
Of course, definitely, bro, definitely.
That's it, man. That's it. Going to cooking, have the awards, won the awards, now you became a chef, and what was next for you?
My next move, honestly, I did not knew until the opportunity arise. I was in a pub. I was doing well. Everything was going well. I was like, in fact, I was the best in the kitchen. You know, I was a hard worker. Bro. You know, I'm there doing overtime, service day. I'm there working 10 times harder than everyone. I'm there sweating, and the people there, they fully love me. You know, everyone in the team, in the pub, they fully love me because they see me. I'm there, I'm focused. And then the opportunity that came was to make a big step from pub to fine dining restaurants. Uh, that's it. That's an opportunity that made me feel like I'm starting all over again. Because fine dining is a different ball game, different ball game. So I made a big jump. Being a chef I was a training for 12 months. Then being a chef for like 5 months. So I made that big jump from pub to a fine dining. When I went there, there's certain things that I didn't even know what to do, even the basic, because fine dining is very tactical,
That's a different level entirely.
Oh my days, that's like League Two and Prem. It's just like different. As soon as you go there, you just feel like, what am I doing there? What am I doing there? They're saying ifs or do this, and I'm there confused. I don't know how to react. It was so difficult the first few months. Whenever I try to read the book, I try to understand. I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it. Then I start having doubts, which was one habit I used to have, but I got rid of. So that doubt start coming back again. But my mom always pushed me. That's when I start being focused, trying to better my skill at fine dining. Then I start to improve. To be fair, the people there, they were very patient with me, because the one thing that they appreciate is the work rate. Even though I was doing it wrong, but I was still trying, and they was allowing me to learn, allowing me to grow. That's how within 6 months I was good. Within 6 months, I start cooking certain things from like fresh. Because fine dining, everything is just fresh. Literally everything is fresh. Then you got the plating as well. You got the temperature check. I start learning everything within 6 months. So the fine dining, when it was going on, that's when the old COVID came, and my workplace, we just had to stop. Up to now, my workplace, they're not open yet.
Wow.
Yep. It was going so well, man. It was going so well. So far, that's my actual chef journey. Yeah.
So that's your that's your chef journey, But I know you. I know you have your eatery joint, which is Uncle Ibis. How did that come about?
Uncle Ibi was the big plan before I even moved back to Leicester. I had the idea was to make that dream that I always dream about. There's the food, the food van, there's chairs, and the one place I always dream about is Leicester. Leicester is somewhere very special to me. So I wanted to start the Uncle Ibi for the longest, but it's even more special if I start that in Leicester. And I feel like there's more freedom for me because Leicester I can have a lot of chance to make mistakes, and then learn from it. So when I first went there, I thought I was ready. But once I got into the traineeship position, I realized I'm not ready yet. So I did not go ahead with that. Once I became a chef, once I start doing the fine dining for like 1 month, that's when I realized I am ready. So last year, February, that's when I launched Uncle Ibi. So yeah,
Oh,
last year,
nice.
February, we just reached 1 year just recently.
Wow, nice, man. Nice, nice, nice. So you launched Uncle Ibi in London, right?
Now, Leicester, last year, February.
Okay, so you launched it in Leicester last year February. So how has that journey been? Putting into consideration, all the things you've learned, whilst you were a chef, and into fine dining as well. How has the journey been?
Oof. The journey hasn't been straightforward, but I've never been someone so negative in my grasp. I want to do something when I'm ready. Like I said, I went there with a day of starting Uncle Ibi, but I knew I wasn't ready. When it was February, I reached that certain stage. That meant I was fully confident. There wasn't any doubts that I was gonna fail. I had this vision, Uncle Ibi, it just gonna go somewhere big in Leicester. You know, the beginning, I did like a taster week. I put on my social. I picked 12 people that ain't tried my food yet. Then I gave them free taster. Then I literally drive myself. I went to their house. I gave them the taster. There was the reviews. To be honest, it was more on the wrong side than good. There was a lot of negative than the good, and I'm very very grateful for that. I was supposed to officially start the following week, but I took that week off. Then I practiced again, and then I launched. I finally launched on the week after, and the week after that first week, honestly, not even one bad review. So there was a perfect confidence boost for me to start. So since then,
Yeah, yeah. Ibrahim, it's always good to make mistakes. When you make mistakes, that's a fine tuning. You're trying to fine tune your journey and your part. And you made those mistakes, and people give you honest reviews as well. And you now took those reviews and you made them better, right? So yeah, that's really positive. And other thing other thing I can touch on from here is that when people think about they want to go into business, they want to start selling business, there's always this thing of let me just start anyway, but for you, someone that's listening to this now and he or she wants to start a business, what would you say to that person? Because I know it's been quite a journey for you. What would you say?
uh, it feels like a journey, but it's been very very short. One advice I would give is work on your brand. Branding is very important. Even those time when I was training, Uncle Ibi wasn't officially launched. There was Uncle Ibi logo. There was Uncle Ibi business plan. There was Uncle Ibi Snapchat. There was Uncle Ibi Instagram. All that is branding. But I haven't officially started. So I was slowly building up. When I'm there cooking and it's nice, I take picture. I post it everywhere. And people then I'm going to say, like, oh shit, did you cook that? I say, yeah. So that's how I start to get their attention. So if anyone that is looking at this want to get into something similar, all I would say is work on your branding and do it when you know you are ready. You know, when you know you're ready, you won't even have any question. You will just go for it. You know, so take your time, work hard on your branding, and know the direction you want to get into.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. You know that when it comes to business, branding and all that. I think for one thing you just mentioned right now, that I can pick on is you have to get the attention, create the awareness. When you have the awareness, you have the attention, you can now strike, because if you don't have the right market, and you start in the business, nobody to buy to buy your product, that business is going to be dead.
Yeah, that's true.
you know so for me, I think you went the right channel, created the awareness, and now you had that awareness, and you brought out your products, and it's all good now. But moving forward from this, what like cooking now. You spoke about the construction part of it, and now you're cooking now. Do you miss construction?
Oh, not even one bit. Not even one bit. It's
Why do why tell me why?
construction. The money is good. The money is good, but sometimes it's not all about the money, bro. It's not all about the money. You know, I was earning very, very good money. I went in a really good place for like a young guy. You know, well, the one thing about me, I always think ahead. And that part, staying home in construction is always what gonna put me off. Because like I was mentioned already a few times, I'm a very hard worker. When I'm in there on the field, I'm focused. My phone is not even on right now. It's just right in my pockets. You know, so I was giving them the energy like 10 times that they even required, but I wasn't receiving the same because I was getting treated a little bit unfair because of my experience and because I learned so fast. The one thing that they look at is experience, and of course, just like I mentioned already, I'm young, I'm black, and there's people there that's been doing it for 10 years. Obviously, I'm always gonna be overshadowed. You know, so it was something very difficult. It's not like I was running away from it, but I just feel like it's not gonna be. I'm not gonna be at peace. You know, so cooking was something that I always feel at peace. It's like playing football. When you play football, everything on your head is just different. That's what cooking is for me. When I'm cooking, I'm focused. Everything that's bothering me is just off there. If it's construction, something is like bothering me. My director piss me off or say something to piss me off. He's gonna stay with me. You know, because the love I have for food is not like how it is for construction. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. But I'm so curious about what motivates you though. What motivates you? Because cooking, for me, I think when I see people cook and all that, because I can cook fair amount, I can cook as well, but for me, I think I see it as a creative kind of thing. You're being creative, around it as well, So what brings out that creativity, in you, and what also motivates you as well?
the motivation is there's always space for me to learn. The more I learn, the more I feel like there's more for me to learn. So that's gonna be my biggest motivation. You know, the creative side of it, yeah, it is true. It's like very, very fun. You know, when you create something and you're looking at it, you think like, wow, that's my work. You know, and you create something, people love it. You think like, wow, that's my work. You know, so the whole process of food being done in the correctly, that's what make it even more beautiful. You know, some people see cooking, they just feel like, okay, just go there, boom, 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 boom. But there's so much involved in cooking. There's a safety method. There's the food being done on time. There's the customer feedback. All that, if it goes well, or everything positive, that they can literally make my whole week. So yeah, that's the aspect of cooking and then running Uncle EB in general that I always look forward to every week.
Yeah. But in running Uncle Ibi there, what would you say has been the best advice you've gotten so far? Because on this part this journey you mentioned that you made lots of mistakes before, but and you learned from those mistakes as well, but has there come a part where someone, gave you an advice and you say and you said to yourself, this advice I'm going to keep it for a long time?
Um, I'm gonna say something after that, but I'm thinking of advice that I actually got. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, it was my kitchen manager. You know, before even starting Uncle Ibi, he keep on telling me every week. He say, "Yo, Ibs, you ready? You ready, man? Go for it, go for it." You know, then he keep on trying to push me to actually start Uncle Ibi. You know, I never felt like I was ready until I start having that I am ready feeling. You know, even though it was telling me, but at the same time, I'm happy it didn't really give up on me. You know, because he always there trying to say something positive about how well I'm doing at the fine dining place, about how well he think that I'm actually gonna deal with running on KB. And then going back to something that has motivated me on the whole Uncle Ibi journey. When, because me, I'm Muslim, even during the fasting season, I was still cooking. And during that
Wow.
fasting season, I did not having even one bad review. I think so far that's been like my main highlight. You know, whenever I think about it, it just makes me so proud because imagine you cooking, you are not able to taste. You're just putting seasonings. Like, you know, us Africans, man, we don't even measure, you know. So imagine you can't even taste and you just put in seasoning, you just pour it. So during that whole season, not even one negative feedback. And few times there was people saying this is the best ever, this is the best wings ever, this is the best mac and cheese ever. So
Wow.
so that fasting season, I think yeah, let's say fasting season. I think that's so far that is my proudest moment so far in Uncle Ibi's.
Wow, nice, nice. You just mentioned that, I know you're a Muslim and you just mentioned that, you're cooking and you couldn't taste, But as a Muslim, yeah, when it comes to cooking, I know that I think you eat halal meat, yeah.
That's
So
correct.
you use that. So do you have challenge in terms of the people you want to cater for? If they are not Muslims or if they are Muslims, do you have such issues like that?
So far none. Cause all my meats they halal, you know.
Okay.
So far I haven't had anyone requested they want non-halal stuff. Even I have a few Christian friends who actually enjoy eating halal meat. You know, so far I haven't had any problem, and I don't think that is gonna be a problem because it's gonna pretty much the same meats. You know, the only difference is the way that is being killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to touch on that. You're doing nice, man. You're doing nice. You're doing a great job as well. Yeah, you're doing a great job, a very, very good job as well. Because it's very hard for someone to just leave his or her job and he said, this is my part. This is what I want to do. Because it's for me that because also I have a 9 to 5. So right now, I'm looking at myself that if I leave my job now, how am I going to pay my bills?
Yeah, you got this going on, man. You got this going on. You know, what you're doing right now, this is a good thing. You
Yeah.
get me?
So
This is a good thing.
yeah,
Keep
yeah,
doing
yeah.
that. You never know.
Yeah, so this is this is like my side hustle. I'm doing this. I'm putting everything into it, putting money, time, everything into it. So I'm just doing it now. Hopefully someday I would say to myself and say, what, it's time now. Let me just focus on this. So hopefully, I'll get it someday.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Bro. I
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
that,
yeah,
man. I
yeah,
believe that. I saw your contest the other day, man. It's a good move. You're doing well, man.
yeah. And again, I also want to thank you for like, and I know you guys have that room, clubhouse. I met quite a number of guys there. Connected to a lot of people as well. And I've grown my socials with that as well. And you guys are doing an amazing job when it comes to that. And that's where I've met you as well. Anyway, so
Yeah.
you
Well,
see, I met you there, and now you're here, man, speaking with me.
of course, man. That room has done so much work. Because I normally see you there. You always come and you get your connection, which is one of our aims. You know, as long as people are making connections and we're making difference, even though we're not getting even one pence, but sometimes making some people happy, it's even more than the money. So
Absolutely, man.
especially this all COVID going on all around the globe. There's many people there going through our challenges. Sometimes one day in our room, compared to other rooms, is a bit different. That's why I always try to get involved with the audience as well. I always try to every 5 minutes, I always unmute my mic, then I get their attention just to get them engaged. Because right now so much is going on. The world is not the same. So as long as we're making changes, we're giving people opportunities, connections, I'm more than happy. Because the money will come. The money will come. But for
Bless,
now,
bro. Bless,
more, more,
bless.
more, more important thing going on.
Bless, bro. Bless, 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 bless. Thanks for that. So, well, where do you see, Uncle Ibis in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself?
Inshallah, restaurants, man. Restaurant.
Are you
That's
do
what.
you, do you see yourself in life of like McDonald's or KFC or stuff like that? Do you see yourself big as that or
If that's what God got planned for me, then I cannot wait. I
nice, man,
cannot wait.
nice.
You know, ideally, I would like a restaurant, but at the same time, I would like it to be not just a normal restaurant. Um, I would like you to actually see the outside, the outside, and you just want to go inside. And I would like you to go inside and just want to stay there. So my business is mostly African influence. So I want to bring that influence around the restaurant. I want you to feel at home, even though on my menu there's other stuff, because mainly because of the influence. I've worked in pub, I've worked in fine dining. I use those influences as well, but my African root, that's my main influence. So in the restaurant, that's how I would ideally want it to be. Because most restaurant, mostly African restaurants, you go there and you just eat. Even if they charge you less money, you think like it's too expensive. But you go to another posh restaurant, the inside is so nice, and they charge you crazy amount of money, and they bring you small food, you will not complain. So I'm just trying to bring the reason why they're staying there and they're not complaining into Uncle Ibis. So that's my vision for the restaurants.
Yeah, nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one. It's been a nice conversation so far. To end this, Ibrahim, to end this, what will be your take for people that want to go into business? Maybe something like what you're doing as well. The challenges and so, and I know you've got, now you've got success stories. But someone comes to you and say, Ibrahim, I love what you're doing. I also want to do it as well. What will be what will be your thing to that person? What do you say to that person?
Have a lot of patience. Work on your brand, because that's one of the main. Actually, that is the main thing. Work on your brand. Have patience. Talk to people, because when I started, there were people that I literally communicate with. You'll be surprised how many of them big people that are successful right now that are willing to give you advice. So make sure you use that opportunity. Do your research, know your market, and do not put too much on yourself. If it's not going well at the start, keep on trying. Keep on trying. If you feel like you need to do more practice, do that. Do your practice, because the worst part is starting and the first bunch of customers are not going to come back the following week. So literally don't go feeling like you just have to. Just go when you feel like, yeah, you are ready, you're gonna kill it, nothing gonna get in the way. Even if it does get in the way, you have other ways just to work around it. So just know when the time is right, work on your brand. Yeah, that's literally the advice I'll give out.
Nice, man. Absolute, man. Nice one, nice one, nice one. Thanks, man. You've been on the show, man, and you've dropped a lot of bombs, man. It's been nice. It's been nice having you, man. Because you see, yeah, because you see, very to be honest, yeah, when people come on the show, like have talk shows like this, and you come on, you do all these interviews, you never know who's going to listen to this, and you never know who this story is going to inspire as well. Who this story is going to motivate and inspire as well. You understand? So you might think you're not saying anything, but trust me, there's a lot you're saying, man. Because I can just project management. You left that, you took upon yourself and you went after your passion, which is cooking and food. There are a lot of guys out there, that are in certain jobs, but they have their passion, but they are scared to go. They are scared to leave that job because the job for them is like a comfort place. That's their comfort zone. So they are scared that if I leave this job now, how am I going to get paid? How am I going to? Where am I going to get food from? But for you to have that mindset and say to yourself, I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna go back to that again. I'm just gonna, follow my passion. Trust me, I know that's a very hard thing to do.
I have to say, one, in this life, if you don't follow what you truly love, you are gonna struggle. So I just choose happiness and growth. So that's literally the Uncle Eve's journey. There's always a two side of it. There's Ibrahim journey, there's Uncle Eve's journey.
Definitely, man, absolutely. Well, I would also put this out there again. I know that it's a very hard thing to do. If you have a passion, for me, I think the sensible thing to do is to you are doing something on the side to fuel that passion, because you want to keep that passion burning. So it's easier for, sometimes you just get like a side job. You have a job you just do just to get you by. But don't ever give hope. Don't ever lose that passion. Always follow that passion. Always. Because because that passion is what you get, is what will get you to the other side.
100%, man, 100%. That's the key word there, man. Passion. If you don't have passion in life, whatever you're doing, you're gonna struggle. Because obviously, you're just gonna stay one place. You're not gonna progress. Without passion, you're not gonna make no progression. So passion is key, 100%. It is key.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ibrahim, Uncle Libby, if guys want to get in touch with you, where is the best place for them to get in touch with you? Social media.
Social media, okay. I got the Uncle Ibis brand pasted literally ever on Instagram. It's
Yeah.
Uncle Ibis. On Twitter is Uncle Ibis. On Snapchat it's Uncle Ibi, no S at the end. So that's Instagram, Twitter, Uncle Ibis with S at the end. Snapchat just Uncle Ibi. And my phone number is on my Instagram page. And my email as well is attached to my Instagram page.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm sure one of these days I'm going to come to Leicester, and I definitely see me. That's when after the lockdown anyway. When the lockdown is out.
Whenever you're ready. I'm literally in London now because I moved this December that just gone.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm full time in London.
Oh, you're full time in London. Is it your stuff is in Toss Hill, right?
Oh yeah, Toss Hill. That's it. Southwest. Before it was back and forth between Leicester and London, but I'm now living in London from last December that just went.
Cool. So when I come to London, I'll definitely check you out.
I got your number saved. If I see that phone call, I'm gonna be active, man. Yeah,
definitely. That's how people build relationship, man. It's just easy, man, easy. And for those of you that want to get in touch with us, it's Askdpros. Instagram, on YouTube is Askdpros Media. That's where we put all our content. And I'm also on Instagram as well. My name is Kesina Ronife. Askdpros is also on Instagram as well. LinkedIn as well. So socials, we are all covered. We are all covered. And Ibrahim, it's been nice having you on this show. And I'm grateful for the time. Thanks a lot, my brother. 100, man.
Thank you for making this possible, bro. Thank you very much. This is something I even appreciate. You come here, you're trying to give me that exposure. This is something I'm grateful for. Because me, one thing that I was brought up on is appreciation. So my guy, thank you for this, man. Yeah, you as well. You're doing well. Look at you. You are so clear. It's like they like me. You can't see me properly. So, bro, you're doing well. You are investing in the right equipment to make your show good. Well done, man. Big up to you as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, bro, man. Grateful, man. Nice one.